Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to switch that because this is what I wanted you to see. Welcome to the channel. I think, oh no, I'm a little bit blurry. Well, let's see. That's okay. We'll just deal with it. Welcome to the channel, Davo. This is going to be our live event of the week. This is going to be pretty much a standard thing. I didn't get an announcement out there very far in advance, but every Sunday, aside from the past Sunday, which was Easter, we were celebrating as a family, so I didn't do a live. But I will try to keep to this schedule as long as possible until perhaps travel starts interfering a little bit. But this will be €1 Sunday is what it's feeling like these days, because the the topic seems to always be €1 because my favorite news channel. I mean, I'd say that with a little bit of a joke, but CNN loves to cover Italy, and CNN often covers €1 homes because that's what's popular right now. And so this last week, and I don't remember which day it was, somebody sent me an article about two locations. And so before we get into those things, go ahead and say hi in the chat. Let's see who's in here, because at the end of the video, we're going to be giving away 2 raffle tickets again. And we're going to just keep doing that because it's really fun. And so we're going to be using the generator, my Davos random subscriber generator. But if you aren't sure if you're publicly registered or subscribed, and actually just so I can guarantee I can get you a ticket, because I can't always do it, go ahead and there's a link in the description that you can follow to put your email and your name in there so that I can add you to the list. We've had quite a few people add themselves this week. Hi from Brazil, hi from New York, to New York, to Brazil. Thanks for saying hi. And so let's just get to the stuff, I guess. There are 2 locations that we're going to address today. Most of the topic is actually going to be Latronico, I think is how it was said. There was, I don't remember if it had an S or not. I'm pretty sure it's Latronico. We're going to actually discover some things together. I think it's kind of fun to do that. And we're going to talk about the village, refer back a little bit to the article. And also the other location is Carrega Ligure. Now, Carrega Ligure has a past. And actually, I'm going to be issuing a video very soon about it. Since it's kind of popped back up on the news, I have video content of me being there. And so I'm going to share that. I tried to get it downloaded from my storage, and it didn't download in time. So we couldn't share a sneak peek here. But it's going to be pretty cool to share that experience because it brought the whole family. And we walked through Carrega Ligure, and there was obviously not that many people out and about. And so we're going to show you what we discovered there. Okay. Anyway, let's get to this topic. I'm going to go ahead and switch to this other camera over here. If that's the right one. Yeah. Oh, I got an issue with our I'll just shut it off. The camera freaked out apparently. So this was the CNN article. They're advertising villages that are not necessarily €1 homes. So this isn't €1 Sunday, except for that Carrega Ligure used to be a community that had a €1 home program, or at least they announced it. Okay, so if you want to go check out this article on CNN, we'll give them a shout out. But I just wanted to share this map with you because these are the 2 locations. One is far to the north, one is far to the south. Carrega Ligure is actually only about an hour and a half from my home. Well, I'd probably say more like 2 hours. When I went there, we didn't want to take the highway. We wanted to take the more scenic route. And here are some of the photos that you can check out inside this article. Okay, we're going to discover more about Latronico, but so 2 hours to Carrega Ligure to finish off that thought. So let's look at Latronico more in detail. We know that it's in the province of Potenza. And this is, we're doing the wrong zoom. Excuse me for that one. Okay. We have a beautiful, beautiful location in Calabria. I'm sure it's beautiful. I've never been there, but I would love to visit. Good news is that Chris is from Super Savvy Travelers. Is going to be traveling to Italy soon, and hopefully we're gonna group up and do some collaboration videos. It'll be really fun. We've been planning like a year for it, I feel like. And so here we go. In order to get to Latronico, it would be very much similar to the last time I did a video about travel up here in the Potenza area, right? We talked about how to arrive to Potenza. There's actually probably various options, but I would expect most people would come into Naples, and then they would have to figure out exactly which train to take down to a point where they reach what bus to take. Latronico is an interesting location because usually when we talk about these €1 home communities, we talk about what caused it all, right? This one is pretty much similar, but apparently what's different here a little bit is that people don't often come back. So people that have left, usually they leave because they've emigrated out of Italy, or they've just changed to a larger community, and usually they'll keep like a home where they go back to and visit in the summertime. This one, from what I understand, is different in that there are less that actually come back, and I'm not sure why that is, but it's just interesting. Now, it did reference that they don't want to do a €1 home program because they want to leave the pricing up to the owners, but frankly, they did do one. There was one €1 home established, and someone bought it up like instantly. So that's pretty crazy. The €1 homes go pretty fast, I suppose. So Latronico here has about 4,000 people, and we have these people that come back, that are not coming back as often. We've got some blur going on. And Latronico itself is, I don't know, I guess this is coming from a perspective of someone who's never been to Calabria. I have all of this in my mind about what Calabria is like. The beaches look beautiful, but some people down in, for example, Reggio Calabria have expressed how not great it is to live in Reggio Calabria, and I don't know how real that is. It's just kind of a negative perspective. And then other areas like Cosenza, I have a friend who has a house in Cosenza, and they talk about it's just a run downtown, right? But I'm sure there are people there that just love the area. I'm sure there's many beauties, beautiful things about it. But the challenge is the daily life of jobs and travel and accessing homes in the historical districts. Just that same story left and right. So Latronico is known as the village of wellness or something. There's a spa there. And so to me, it sounds like a beautiful place to go check out. You could still go and stay the weekend and get a spa treatment in while you're at it. But yeah, I don't know. I do see a photo there that has some snow. So perhaps the snow drives a few people away as well. All right, you guys. What I wanted to do today was actually engage with you a little bit more and ask you questions, okay? And I want to see, as I'm speaking, if you can answer or if you would like to ask me questions. Basically, first of all, first question that I want you to answer in the comments is, if you had to choose between I guess it comes from different perspectives. So we're going to need a why as well. If you're going to choose between the north and the southern Italian regions, what is the major driving factor that would make you choose one over the other, and why? Okay, so that'll be the first question that I'd like you to answer, because frankly, you all come in here for resources and information, but I know a lot of you are doing a ton of research out there, and perhaps something here in the comments will help one of the other people that are just starting their search. Okay. Anyway, so as you are thinking about that question, I'm going to share a little bit more about Carrega Ligure, because Carrega Ligure's story is interesting. Is one of the first €1 home communities, if I'm not mistaken. They made the attempt, and there are just few people. And my trip there was, you have to watch it. It was crazy because the attempt to reach the location is very skinny road. There's like the rock. You know how rocks often, well, not often, but can fall off the cliffside. But there's usually something holding those rocks up. This place had a few more extra shrapnel that arrived to the road that I had to get out of the car and push out of the way so that I could drive without damaging my car. Now I don't know if that happens often or just by chance when I passed by, but Correga Ligure, I see some comments coming in. Thanks everyone. I'll talk about them in a minute. Correga Ligure, there are multiple little towns that make up Correga Ligure, different fractions. So when I was searching, I found real estate for sale that was 98,000 euros. And I tried to get in contact, but wasn't unable to make a tour while I was there. Just because they don't live there anymore. And so it's the schedule thing. But if someone was really interested in getting real estate in that area that's in good condition, that's one of the examples, and it was a pretty nice thing, and I'll be sharing that also in the future video. When you're walking around there, I was at the cloud level, right, for this specific day. When you go for one day, it's not a very good tell on what's going on, especially one day out of 365 days in a year. When I visit a place, it's not the whole picture. So there were clouds, kind of like when you enter the city, the whole way up to the city, there were clouds. And then at the top, like you would park and you're kind of a little bit above the clouds. Maybe the clouds were low that day, but it is inside this canyon. And there are like ruins, castles, broken castles around. But I climbed up to the top and it was just looking out over the clouds, right? So we're this high. It was really, really fun to experience, but I'll be sharing that with you. So I'm going to share some of the things out loud here. I love the South, warmer and more Italian, right? I'd say more Italian from the perspective. I will assume, April, that you're probably American. A lot of the Southern Italians came to America during a certain period. And so from what we experience as Italian from them, perhaps, or you're referencing that it has less of the tourism attached to it. So that's more Italian. So there are, from my perspective, two different ways of looking at that. I'd say the lifestyle plus affordability would determine the region. So Joseph, I'm going to invite you to give me a guess on, or give me an idea of what region you think is the best lifestyle and affordability. Sergio, the South, price and little crowds. Yeah, there's lots of areas that have less people, prices are cheaper. Sicily, because my family's from Vizzini. Catania, that's cool. I actually want to check out Catania sometime. That'd be really pretty awesome. I already live in the north, so a second home in the south would be great. Yeah, I understand. That's where I sit, right? Being in the north and wanting a way to escape, especially if my in-laws decide to change and come up next to us, right? But something more beachside would be fun. The south, the best weather and beaches, warmer climate. Okay, we got this going, weather, property prices, beach access with ease, close to the ferries and climate. South because of weather and slower pace. Rome area, that's nice. The south near the coast because of the weather, lemons, olives, grapes, cheese. Yeah, I like it. You're getting real specific on things that you like. Mona Lisa, tell me, if you will, why do you like the Rome area? Okay, specifically, if you're willing. All right, you guys, thanks for that. I think it's really fun to discuss what Italy's like, and it's not often I can get a really fast response like this and actually get your opinion so quickly. I love the north, the south, the eastern, the Mediterranean. I love the entire Italy. I understand. It's okay. I found that the south did better with vegetarian food options, more creative with veggies and pasta. Nice. That's interesting. I've expressed that my favorite region is Puglia. Though I'm also someone who loves a really nice panoramic view. Puglia, there are locations where I discovered really good panoramic views, but they're not really that rocky cliff. There are very few of them. Puglia is pretty big, so I haven't been everywhere. But there are certain areas that are just flat. And because it's flat, it's more desert also in that area. And they have some really, really great beaches that I think everyone needs to explore. I wish people would just go there first and forget Rome and Milan and all these other places that we only go to. Anyway, very, very cool. You guys, as far as the €1 home program goes, these two cities today, one, I didn't even finish with Correga Ligure. They tried to do, and if you read the article, you probably know this, but I remember tracking it back in the day. They tried to do it, but bureaucracy. Now, what does bureaucracy mean? It basically means that people moved away. It was hard to contact them. And because so many people owned one house, maybe like siblings all inherited it, they had to contact every single person before they could sell it. So now they're really just setting up cheap real estate, like an online portal. You can go to their website, and you can actually go to their Comune website and see houses that are for sale right now, which is really nice, especially when we're so used to buying online. But the prices, they're like not €1, they're more like 10, 15. Okay. Let's see. I'm from California, so Puglia is sort of my speed. Yeah, I agree. It makes a lot of sense. Christian, exactly. All right, cool. Thanks, April. All right, you guys. That's all I'm going to talk about today. I know it was a little bit less information, things you could have just found on a Google search, but I wanted to do this. It was more my interest to get in contact with you guys to see what areas you're looking into as you're wanting to travel, as you're wanting to buy, as you're really browsing around. So thank you all for participating. Now let's just skip the chatter. I'm going to do a random subscriber generator if I can find where it went. Boom. Is it there? Can you see it? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so a bunch of people have added their name to a list. And if you want to see my proof, this is random, a random number between lots of things. Okay, so as soon as I click this button, two people will, these next two people will gain, got that broken camera going on. That's okay. So these people will get 2 raffle tickets, and you'll get it directly in the mail with as long as I have your email. So if you see your name right here, go ahead and send me an email if I don't get one to you first. Okay, cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, so Raj Kumari and I don't know, that's Stein Gerdes or Dirds. I don't know how to say them. Anyway, it's not my problem. So you guys, thanks you guys. We're doing this weekly giveaway. Please spread the word to anybody who'd like to have the potential of winning a house in Italy. If you don't know what the giveaway is actually all about, it is to potentially, basically you get a raffle ticket to possibly win a house in either Rome or Calabria. Okay, there's actually more giveaways now, and if you want to see pictures or even buy more tickets, you can go down to the links below and check out what's going on there. The last thing I want to mention is that this is going to be a personal plug. I am issuing a course, and it's coming out in like the next 30 days. I've talked a lot about doing the auction course. Instead of an auction course, I did a how to be an Italian investor. Like not just how to buy a house, but how to buy it, renovate it, and then rent it on long-term or short-term markets, how to sell it, or like the experience of selling it, this kind of thing. Okay, so if you'd like to access that course when it comes out, and it is coming out in the next 3 days, I've been talking about courses for a long time, but you can go to selfretire.teachable.com, and I'm going to go ahead and write it right here just so everyone can see it. I think that's it. Anyway, let me explain what Self-Retire stands for. I have a website and I have this plan. It's called Self-Retire, and it's to help people reach retirement kind of on their own pace or in their own way, not to follow the exact pattern that everyone else tells them to do. And so it's going to be an educational platform. So that's Self-Retire. We're starting here. We've got Italy. Okay, we're teaching you how to buy and own and make income generating real estate here in Italy, if that's the type of retirement that you're looking for or preparing for. Something that's really cool is that this my course is being released at the same time as another course, and the other course is all about Italian taxation. It's basically all the stuff we talk about, eco bonus, 1 year homes, things like that, and how it applies to the taxation of Italy. It's put together by the Italian Tax Academy, and you can get their course also on my platform. So when that comes out, we'll probably have a deal, a bundle deal, so you can get them both together, or you can buy them both separately. Not a problem. But if you go to that right now, all you're going to see is an enroll button. Okay, so you can enroll. Your email shows up, and as soon as the courses are live, you'll be notified about it. Okay, so thanks for everybody, to everybody for joining this conversation. I'd like to have conversations one-on-one with every single one of you, and maybe that'll happen in the future. I see you're ready to move to Calabria right now. That's awesome. Also, if you want to follow me on Davo on Instagram, I've been doing a lot of drone footage, actually, of my favorite thing, which is rustic farmhouses here all over Italy. So this is going to be really fun to share that. Hi, Andre. Thanks for saying hi. And so, yeah, that's Davo. If you've been following me on _Davo, I'm transitioning. That one's too confusing to say. Davo makes sense. All right, that's it, you guys. I'm going to close this off. Sorry it was all blurry. I didn't adjust the manual focus, and this camera doesn't do so good. Well, see you next time.